Hi, Gibbling Superstars. Well, happy December. I'm so excited to read our book of the month, The Snatcher Book, by Helen Daughtry and Thomas Daughtry. One dark, dark night in Borough Down, a rabbit named Eliza Brown found a book and settled down. When a snatcher book flew into town, in every house, in every bed, a bedtime book was being read. Tales of dragons spitting flames, witches playing spooky games, pirates on the seven seas, princes trying to sleep on peas, and every child in every bed listened hard to each word said. Eliza Brown at number 3 was reading quiet contentedly. Her curtains opened just a clench. She barely had a chance to blink. In storybook just Her storybook just disappeared. Eliza found that kind of weird. The little owls on Mommy's laps were quite surprised to hear a tap against their bedroom window glass. Tap, tap. The noise came really fast. Before they even looked around, the book was gone without a sound. The wind blew wild across the sky. The smallest squirrel heard a cry. "What's that?" she whispered to her dad. But then, and this was really bad, because they had a chance to look, she lost her favorite book. And so it went night after night. The books disappeared from left and right. 5 books here, 6 books there. The shelves began to look quite bare. In Borough Down, the rumor spread of book thieves under every bed. Eliza Brown at number 3 was keen to solve the mystery. She planned one night to lie in wait and use a pile of books as bait. Long hours passed without a peep, she nearly fallen fast asleep, when suddenly Eliza heard a flap of wings. A bat, a bird? Eliza saw a shadow loom, enormous light across the room. What kind of monster could it be? Eliza thought. You don't scare me. And yet her heart was beating fast. She'd have to face the thief at last. She threw the window open wide and shouted to the thing outside, "Stop stealing all our books right now! Just give them back. I don't care how." "I'm sorry," came a little voice. I really am. I had no choice." Eliza looked down in surprise. She couldn't quite believe her eyes. "So who are you? And what's your name?" The creature hung his head in shame. He mumbled with a mournful look, "I'm just a little snatcher book." Eliza nodded solemnly. She sat the creature on her knee. "You can't come and help yourself to every book on every shelf." A tear rolled from the creature's eye, and softly he began to cry. "I know it's wrong, but can't you see? I've got no one to read to me." Eliza sighed. He looked so sad. If he just had a mom or dad to read him stories every night, well, then he might behave all right. That very night, they had a plan, and so the snatcher book began to give back all the books he picked. Eliza Brown was very strict. Then, trying hard to prove himself, he stacked them neatly on each shelf. And when he'd made his full amends, Eliza called all her friends and told them how he worked all night to turn a wrong into a right. And now each night in burrowed down, as darkness falls upon the town, in every house, in every bed, a bedtime book is being read. And even if you take a closer look, you might see the snatcher book perched happily on someone's bed, listening hard to each word said. I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope you know that you can read your book with your family or with your friends and think about the snatcher book. You have someone to read and you can be a great reader too. Enjoy the book.